Hi, I wanted to go ahead and take you through the syllabus for our BMIS 270 course, the online version. And okay, all right. So when we click on the toggle button, there's the syllabus. Let's see, we're going to have a video version of this, and then also the print-friendly version, as I've mentioned before. So we have, it's a 3-credit course, it's fall of 2012, completely online. Now it's a challenge moving this course from on-site, a very successful on-site course, to an online course. So it's been a little tricky, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll work out all right. And I'll do everything I can to give you the best learning experience possible. A little bit of the introductory information. Again, I'm Shaun Scott. List where my faculty office is. The phone number is 447-6966. Now my virtual office hours are 9 to 11, Monday and Friday. On-site hours are 11 o'clock on Wednesday. Let's see, the required text is as Fundamentals of Information Systems by Starr & Reynolds. And as I've shown, this is a small, brief version. I think it's probably way too expensive as is, but it's less expensive than the bigger versions, the bigger texts. So I think with this smaller text and the type of really experiential sort of learning that's occurring here, where you folks are going out and doing research and doing group work, you're communicating, I think it becomes a successful class. Now this particular course description, I'll highlight that, talks about the field of management information systems is an exciting discipline that is integral to all business activities. The course is designed to introduce students to IS and examine how these powerful systems have fundamentally reshaped modern organizations. And if you think about what you've seen in the past with in the 1940s, where computer systems were used in targeting, you know, that really changed the shape of warfare at that time. In the 50s, 60s, and 70s, there was computers were starting to be used for a lot of business, transaction processing systems. The internet, the first part of the internet was being developed at that time, ARPANET, and also during that time the computer system was such that we were able to send people to the moon. So you know, that was a huge advance over the previous 40s and 50s before that. In the 80s, the personal computer became widely used, the Apple, the PC. So that started a whole world of decentralized processing and distributed processing. And then 90s and the first part of this century, from 2000 to the present, the internet really has been developed. And many of you can't remember a time before the internet, but you know, it was developed, and businesses really used that internet in an amazing way to really scale up production. Now, the rest of that sentence says, as well as our society. Think about the changes that have come to business as a result of, well, originally MySpace, of Facebook, you know, of the Twitter world. Think about all those different, you know, changes to business just because of that social media. Now, the next part, this course focuses on the key components of IS: people, software, hardware, data, and telecommunications, and highlighting how these components can be integrated and managed to create and sustain competitive advantage. Two things. So there's also procedures and processes that should probably be a documentation, essentially. It should be included in this group of 5 areas. Think about just within your own work, how many procedures and processes and rules for backing up information, and when you do that, and how you do that, and who has access to what particular kinds of data. That's what the procedures and processes really apply to. The last part, competitive advantage. Super important. Why implement a computer system if you don't do it to make some money? basically, or to gain some kind of advantage in some way. That can be in the way of customer satisfaction. That can be many areas that are intangible, that really doesn't make a lot of money for you, but it improves service in some way. Now, my next question would be, if you improve service, does that really affect your bottom line? Will more customers stay with you? Probably so. So even that probably will affect your bottom line. Why is this course important to you? This is an introductory course required by all CT majors, so you have to take it. Now, it will provide you with the foundational knowledge about what an information system is and what are its components. So previously, before this course, students may go through an entire program but really not know how complex the entire information system is, or why they even are working with it. And competitive advantage is why they're developing information systems. To a great extent, I suppose there's the exception. But competitive advantage is the deal. The second point is, upon completion of this course, you will understand, or you will be knowledgeable about each of our CT majors: network administration, programming, and webmaster. Now, this course will give you enough background information to where you can decide, maybe you signed up for network administration, but you really enjoy programming. And hopefully from this course, as a result, you'll decide which particular area that you would like to get into. Maybe you might go from programming to webmaster, or networking to programming and webmaster. So hopefully this course will help you understand, or learn a little something about, help you learn a little something about your own goals and career goals that you want to achieve. Some of the course objectives that you can read for yourself to a great extent, but I'll hit on a couple. Describe roles of the information systems department. Number 6, describe the relationship between data, information, and knowledge. Number 7, compare e-commerce and compare e-business and e-commerce. 11, identify supply chain components. 16, identify threats to information security. So we'll cover a wide range of objectives. Course evaluation, projects and assignments at 76%. Because in the online course we'll have participation points, that'll probably actually go to 80%. The final exam will probably go to 20%. I haven't figured all those points for those participation points throughout the entire course at this point in time. Grading, we have A to F, typical plus-minus system. Assignments and tests. Late assignments are not accepted. However, I'm pretty flexible. We all have lives. We all, often, most of us have families. Most of us are working full-time and going to school. So if you have some issues where you need a little more time with something, let me know. The thing you need to keep in mind, though, is when you're working with your peers in group projects, you may not have the time to just kind of sit back and go out your own schedule, because you have to work with those folks. And it's very important to keep up with your groups. You don't want to let your group members down. So be cognizant of that. There is an incomplete policy, academic rigor at Helena College, and basically, this talks about the challenge of the course. Rigorous teaching. We want to clearly, me as an instructor, I want to clearly communicate the course expectations. Strive to come to class prepared. Strive to, and when I say class prepared in our format, it's going to be prepared on a weekly basis and prepared during discussions. Number 4, strive to make assignments relevant, meaningful, and challenging. Something that will benefit you in your career. Number 5, strive to create opportunities for learning in ways geared to students, diverse learning, diverse talents and abilities. So these are all the things I, as an instructor, am trying to do, and that applies to rigorous teaching. Rigorous learning, you have a job to do too. Set high expectations along with a strong sense of collegiate purpose. Come to class prepared. And again, in our online format, be prepared with your assignments at any point in time on the given due dates. Let's see, treat fellow students and the classroom with respect. All discussions should be professional. Participate with complete honesty and integrity. It's easier to be a little dishonest in an online course, but that gets you absolutely nothing. So since this is a foundational course, you'll learn, or you'll use a lot of these concepts and skills in the future, okay, in future courses. So get everything you can out of this. If you have a due date, come and talk to me, and then we can maybe push the due date back just a little bit. I'd rather see you get the assignment than have to cheat your way through something and not really be successful. That's the academic integrity. We have disability services. You can touch base with Cindy Yarberry, and that's not the correct number since we've gone to voice over IP, but just touch base with Cindy Yarberry if you need to, and they're the library services. So going back to the beginning, remember you have the syllabus. That's the print-friendly version. You can load that page and print it, and then you'll probably be viewing this instructional video. So I think that covers it. Thank you.